Hey everyone, Dirk here at GC Blues. It's now time for another pregame report today. And once again, hey to the new people who are tuning in. And by the way, I do want to mention this, folks, is before I get into this video, as you notice, I wear my jerseys too in these videos. And also, it's also how I feel. But when you see me wear my hockey jerseys, sometimes it will tell you what the topic is. Now, I'm mainly a fan, folks. That's one thing I want you to know. I am mainly a blues fan. But these jerseys, the other team jerseys you'll see me wear, is mainly for my YouTube videos. I will not wear. I'll wear these out sometimes, but mainly I'm a blues fan. So when the Blues are playing, you'll see me wear my Blues jerseys. But these are for mainly my YouTube videos stuff. And coming later, I will do a personal vlog episode. I will do which I call DTV. I'll show all my jerseys, every jersey I have currently. Tell you how much I paid for them, and where I got them, and how much they cost me, basically. And help you out getting some good gear for yourselves, too. So, with that being said, remember, folks, if you haven't come across this video, give me that thumbs up doodle. It's very important. Helps out the channel. Really does. And if you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe icon. And if you want to be notified every time I upload a new video, hit the bell icon. You can even personalize it saying, okay, I want to know when he uploads another NHL report, or if he uploads a personal vlog or DTV, or if he favorites a video. You can be notified every time that happens. Now remember, I'll even tell you where to watch these games. So you know, so if you're a fan of these teams and you're especially out of area and you want to know, okay, where can I watch my team at, Dirk? I'll tell you. Starting off with Colorado, with Pittsburgh. Currently, the Colorado Avalanche are 27, 18, and 3 and 57 points. Pittsburgh is 24, 16, and 9 and also 57 points. Now, as much as I hate Colorado because of their owner, I'm going Pittsburgh because I think Pittsburgh got a good chance of winning. And you can watch this on TVA Sports. AT&T Sports has Pittsburgh and Altitude 2. I think Altitude has a Nuggets game. That's why they're showing all the dues. And folks, for AT&T Sportsnet, it used to be known as Root Sports, and Root Sports is the only Root Sports left is actually in the Seattle area. They did not switch over to AT&T Sports. So, but all the others switched to AT&T Sportsnet. So, and by the way, this is 7 o'clock Eastern. Also, 7 o'clock Eastern is San Jose at Tampa Bay. Currently, the Sharks are 15, 25, and 11, 41 points. The Lightning, Tampa Bay Lightning, are 32, 16, and 1, 65 points. I'm going Tampa because even though they played last night, I think Tampa has a good chance of winning. And you can watch this on Valley Sports Sun and NBC Sports Net California. At 7:30 Eastern, it's Edmonton at Detroit. Currently, Edmonton is 28, 18, and 4 and 60 points. Detroit is 21, 19, and 8 and 50 points. I'm going with Edmonton because I think the Oilers got a good chance of being Detroit. And you can watch this on ESPN Plus / Hulu and Sportsnet. Sportsnet is a good channel up in Canada. They do a good job, so you can watch it on Sportsnet. Also, 7:30 Eastern, it's the Seattle Kraken taking on the New York Islanders. Currently, the Kraken are 29, 15, and 9 and 63 points. The Islanders are 26, 22, and 5 and 57 points. You know the Islanders played last night. I don't see them winning, so that's why I'm going with Seattle. And you can watch us on MSG Sportsnet and Root Sports Northwest. That's the other. Remember I told you Root Sport, all the roots turn into AT&T Sportsnet. That's the one. At 8 o'clock Eastern, it's Vegas at Nashville. Currently, the Knights, the Vegas Golden Knights, are 29, 18, and 6 and 62 points. Nashville is 24, 18, and 6 and 54 points. Nashville's a division rival. They're ahead of us, so I'm hoping Vegas wins this game. I really don't root for much division rivals, but I want to see us move up in the standings a little bit. So hopefully tonight's win against the loss against the Knights helps us out. And you can watch this on Bally Sports South and AT&T Sports Rocky Mountain. Finally, the nightcap at 8:30 Eastern is the Anaheim Ducks at the Chicago Blackhawks. Currently, the Ducks are 16, 29, and 6 and 38 points. Chicago is 15, 29, and 4 and 34 points. Now, folks, like I said, I'm mainly a Blues fan. And I will never, and I mean never, root for the Blackhawks. They are a big time division rival. There is a big time rivalry against Chicago around here. So, and folks, I might live in Illinois. Yes, I live in Illinois, but I'm closer to St. Louis. So, guess what? I'm going for the Ducks. Hopefully the Ducks beat the pants off Chicago. So, let me put that down. Got that. All right. And you can watch this game on NBC Sports Chicago and Bally Sports SoCal. All right, with that being said, let's look at the playoffs. Now, folks, especially for the new people. For the new people, every so often as we're now in the second half of the season, I will give you a playoff update on where things stand going into the playoffs. We're going to start off with the Metropolitan Division. It's Carolina at 34, 19, and 8. New Jersey 33, 13, and 4. The Rangers at 28, 14, and 8. And by the way, you add 2 points for a win, 1 point for OTL, which is that third number I gave you. No points for a loss, which is that second number. So Carolina has 76, Jersey has 70, the Rangers have 64. Washington at 27, 20, and 6 and 60 points. Pittsburgh is 24, 16, and 9 and 57 points. The New York Islanders, are 26, 22, and 5 and 57 points. Philadelphia is 31, 22, and 9 and 51 points. And Columbus is 15, 32, and 4 and 34 points. Now, how this works, the top three in each division get seeded. So for the Metropolitan, it's M1, M2, M3, and then you got a wild card. And then the Atlantic Division is ranked A1, A2, A3, and then you also got a wild card. And in the Atlantic Division, it's Boston at 39, 7 and 5 and 83 points. Toronto at 31, 13, 8 and 70 points. Tampa at 32, 16 and 1 and 65 points. Buffalo 26, 22 and 4 and 56 points. Florida at 25, 22 and 6 and 56 points. Ottawa 24, 23 and 3 and 51 points. Detroit 21, 19 and 8 and 50 points. And Montreal at 20, 27 and 4 with 44 points. Now, how this works is, in the playoffs, the number one seed, which is in each division, they are the M1, they will take on the wild cards. And in this case, the team with the best record in both conferences will take on a wild card. So in this case, and I messed up here. Gotta reverse this. Pittsburgh, which is the second wild card. They will take on the best team, which is currently right now the Boston Bruins. And Washington, who is the wild card one team, they will take on Carolina. So it's M1 versus wild card one, M2 versus M3. So if the playoffs started today, this is what it looks like. Sorry about that. Got a message. Don't want it. Always delete them. So it's Carolina versus Washington, and then M2 and M3 will take on each other. So the Devils will host the New York Rangers. And then Boston will take on the second wild card, which is currently Pittsburgh. And then Toronto will host Tampa Bay in the next playoff match. So that's how that works in the East. In the West, very different story here too. In the Central, it's Dallas at 29, 13, and 10 at 68 points. Winnipeg at 32, 19, and 1 and 65 points. Minnesota 27, 18, and 4 and 58 points. Colorado at 27, 18, and 3 and 57 points. Now don't forget Colorado is also the defending Stanley Cup champions. Then it's Nashville at 24, 18, and 6 and 54 points. St. Louis at 23, 25, and 3 and 49 points. Followed by Arizona at 17, 28, and 6 and 40 points. And then Chicago at 15, 29, and 4 and 34 points. And then in the Pacific, it's Seattle at 29, 15, and 5 and 63 points. LA at 28, 18, and 7 and also 63 points. The Knights at 29, 18, and 4 and 62 points. Edmonton at 28, 18, and 4 and 60 points. Calgary at 24, 17, and 10 and 58 points. Vancouver 20, 26, and 4 and 44 points. San Jose at 15, 25, and 11 and 41 points. Then Anaheim at 16, 29, and 6 and 38 points. So in the West, it's C1, and they will take on current. Let's see here, who's the best team in the West right now? It's Dallas. And they will take on the wildcard 2 team, which is currently Calgary. Then Winnipeg will host Minnesota. Because Minnesota is the second seeded team in the Central, with Minnesota the third seed in the Central. In the Pacific, by the way, Calgary and Edmonton are Pacific Division teams. So just like in the East, where 2 metropolitan teams own the wild card spots, in the West, 2 Pacific teams own both wild cards. Seattle will take on Edmonton. And LA will take on Vegas. Basically, LA will host Vegas in the first round. Seattle will host Edmonton. So that's how it looks right now, folks. But, folks, we got plenty of season left. Anything could change. Now, folks, here's another thing. I want to show you the playoff breakdown, okay? See, here's the sheet right here I made last night. Now, this is I'll show you it. This is a commander pad. You can get these at Walmart. There's a 4 column and a 6 column. I recommend the 6 column because the 6 column is better. And they're about $3 or $4. Not bad. So get them while you can. Get them. They're in the business section. Now, if you look at the bottom teams, okay, the first team that will reach 90 points will be Boston. Okay. Once that happens, any team that's under them are on verge of losing. But the bottom team, and in this case in the Atlantic Division, is the Montreal Canadiens. If Montreal, if and very soon Boston will will have 9 points. When that happens, Montreal is pretty much out of it. They're eliminated already. They are out of the playoffs. And you can pretty much count Chicago out too at that point. But that's a later story. But technically, the first team that will be technically eliminated will be the Montreal Canadiens. Of course, that would be my view. And pretty much I'm right when it comes to guessing who's eliminated and who's out. And also in my book, once you reach 90 points, you pretty much clinched the playoff spot. You clinched it. Basically, you're in. But they haven't officially clinched, but in my book, they clinched. So Boston will be technically the first team to clinch a playoff spot in my book. As things are going right now, Dallas will be the second team. Carolina will be third, and Seattle fourth. But right now this could change. This can all change after tonight. Um, Tonight's games really won't have that much of an impact on the playoff standings. But in the coming weeks, folks, we will have more playoff sheets, more playoff updates, and you'll see how big it will change going into the final days of the regular season. Okay? This is big. Okay, folks? Just know that. This is big and humongous. So, and of course, right now the Blues are only 3 sports back, but they need to win some games. They need to get some wins, and they need them badly. So, Saturday when they play again, they need to win first off, and it could help them, but won't move them up in the standings unless Nashville loses and we win another game on top of that. So with that being said, I'll talk to you guys later. Remember, as always, please stay safe, take care. The Lord's watching it. I'll talk to you guys soon. So until then, peace.